Hi guys, welcome to Ashwamedha IAS. ಸೊ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ರಿಮೈಂಡರ್ ಥಿಯರಮ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅದರ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಸಾರಿ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಸ್ಲೈಟ್ ಡಿಲೇ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 2 weeks ಇಂದ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ವಿ ಶಲ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಯುವರ್ UPSC PYQs. That means based on the cancellation factor, which are the questions you have asked in your previous year examination papers. We shall see those questions also, and we will ensure that after watching this video, any of the problems, that is previous video and this video, your remainder theorem concept will be ready. In the next video we shall deal with the HCF and LCM. So before going to the cancellation rule for remainder theorem, I want to tell you few concepts. That is, what is this cancellation factor, how you will be solving the remainder theorem, that is how to find out the remainder theorem based on the cancellation factor. Now see here, if you divide 10 by 4, what is the remainder? Remainder is 2. How did you do? That is 10 will be divided by what? 4. 4 2s are 8. What is the remainder? 2 is the remainder. Got it? Yes, that's how you do. How will you do? Again, for 10 can be written as 8 plus 2 divided by 4. What will be the remainder? 2 will be the remainder. That is, any number will be written in the form of a plus or minus 1 or 2. It would be easier, you can find out that. That is, if it is power means it would be difficult. So I hope you have got this thing you have understood. Now how to understand the cancellation factor. See here, if 10 divided by 4, easily the remainder is 2, you can cancel it by 2. That is, 2 5s are 10, 2 2s are 4. Now 10 by 4 is also equal to 2. What is the cancellation factor? Here the cancellation factor is 2. What did you do? 2 2s are 2 5s are. That cancellation factor will be there, right? After finding the cancellation factor, now 5 by 2 is the right. You are supposed to divide this 5 by 2. 2 2s are 4. What is the remainder? 1 is the remainder. That means if you divide 5 by 2, the remainder is what? 1. Now for this remainder, you are supposed to multiply this cancellation factor. That would be the answer for this question. That is, remainder is 2. I hope you have got it. Now to understand the cancellation factor more concisely, precisely, you're supposed to reduce the bigger number into smaller number by cancelling it. So you have to take that factor and find out the regular traditional method in the previous video what you have learnt. If based on that video, video you will be understanding, right? So those questions, to find the reminders of any of the questions, for that remainder you are supposed to multiply the cancellation factor. That would be the answer for these questions. Now you have got it. One more example I want to give you. That is, if it is 16 divided by 10, 16 divided by 10, you're supposed to find the remainder. What you will do? You will cancel it by 2 8s are 16, 2 5s are 10. Further, there is no common factor. So what is the cancellation factor here? The cancellation factor here is 2. 2 is the cancellation factor. 2 5s are 2 8s are 16. What is supposed to do? 8 divided by 5. You will find the remainder by dividing 8 by 5. 5 1s are 5. What is the remainder? 3 is the remainder. Now for this 3 remainder, you are supposed to multiply this cancellation factor, that is 2. That is, 3 2s are 6. The remainder is what? 6. Now obviously, if you divide 16 by 10, what would be the remainder? The remainder would be 6. How to find out the remainder? Simple. 16 will be divided by 10. 10 1s are 10. What is the remainder? 6 is the remainder. That's how you do. That's the cancellation factor. I hope you have understood. Once again, understand here, guys. There will be numerator and a denominator. You will be cancelling it by a number. For the cancellation factor, you will reduce the denominator. So you will find out the remainder by using the traditional method which I have taught you in the previous video. For that remainder, you will multiply the cancellation factor, you will get the answer. I hope you have got it. Understood, right? If you're still having the doubts, you can leave a text to the number which is scrolling below. Okay, going to the problem. Let's see the problem. That is, when 2 power 80 is divided by 80, then what is the remainder? Okay, so that is 2 power 80 is divided by 80. The first method is, you have to break down this 80 so that you can cancel it. What I'll do, 80 can be written as 2 power 80 divided by 80 can be written as 16 into 5. I'll do the prime factorization. Now this 16 you have to write in terms of 2 power. Why you have to write in terms of 2 power? Because 2 power 80 can be cancelled easily. So that is, here 2 power 80 divided by 16 can be written as 2 power 4 into 5. I hope you have got it. You know how to cancel the powers, that is rule of exponents, that is 2 to the power of 4 divided by 2 square if it is there, means that is a to the power of m divided by a to the power of n, means that's the rule of the exponents. I hope you know a to the power of m minus n. Yes, right? That is 2 power 4 divided by 2 square means 2 power 4 minus 2, that would be 2 power 2. Apply the same thing here. That is 2 power 80 divided by 2 power 4 into 5 is 2 power 76. That is 80 minus 4. Cancel it. You should know to cancel the exponents, rule of exponents, divided by 5. Now you can easily find the remainder. 2 power 76 divided by 5. Previous video problems. That is 2 power, here you should be knowing what is the cancellation factor. You have cancelled 2 power 4. 2 power 4 is the cancellation factor. Write it here. 2 power 4 is nothing but the cancellation factor is what? 16. Now 2 to the power of 76 can be written as 2 square whole to the power of 38 divided by 5. To apply the remainder theorem. How to apply the remainder theorem? To apply the remainder theorem, numerator has to be 5 plus or minus 1. So now 2 square is nothing but 4 power 38 divided by 5. You have to reduce this steps over a period of time. That means here 2 square divided by 5. 2 square can be written as 5 minus 1. Minus 1 to the power of 38. Remainder is plus 1. You should be able to solve it in the examination hall without doing these steps. Okay. But I am solving here to make you understand. That is 4 power 38 can be written as 5 power minus 1 whole power 38 divided by 5, which is the remainder is minus 1 power 38, which is equal to plus 1 is the remainder. Sir, now we have got the remainder. In the cancellation factor, what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to multiply the cancellation factor for this remainder. Multiply the cancellation factor for this remainder. I hope you have got it. That is 1 into, what is the cancellation factor? That is 2 power 4, that is 16, which is equal to 16 is the remainder. That is option C is the correct answer. Sir, once you have understood this, look here. You should be able to solve very fastly. That is 2 power 80 by 80. This is the bigger number. Fast calculation has to be there. This is 2 power 80 divided by 16 into 5. This is 2 power 76 by 5. Cancellation factor is 16. Cancellation factor is 16. Here 2 power 76 means obviously even. That is 2 square whole power 38 by 5. Again I am writing here 2 square means 4. Either it's 4 or not. If the power is even, you will get always positive remainder. Here the remainder is plus 1. So for that plus 1, you are supposed to multiply this cancellation factor, that is 1 into 16, which is equal to 16 is the remainder. That is option C is the correct answer. I hope you have understood. From now, you have complete all UPSC PYQs from 2013. So you should be able to solve. Yeah. Before that, we shall try to solve this one more question based on cancellation factor. Okay. Here 3 power 78. 3 power 78. Look here, divided by 6. Look here. Guys, first step what you're supposed to do? First step is you have to cancel. 3 power 76 can be written as, look here, 3 power 76 itself, and 6 can be written as 3 into 2. Yes. Now, here, this is 3 power 1. It cancels. So here, 3 power 76 minus 1 is 75. 3 power 75 divided by 2. Now 3 can be written as, you have to write remainder theorem. You should be able to solve remainder theorem. 2 plus 1 whole to the power of 75. Obviously plus 1 positive remainder, 1 is the remainder. But also I am showing you. Here 3 power 75 can be written as 2 plus 1 whole power 75 divided by 3 divided by 2, which is the remainder is 1 power 75. Then the remainder is 1 itself. Once you have got this remainder, what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to multiply this 1 for what? This cancellation factor. What is the cancellation factor here? 3 power 1 is the cancellation factor. Cancellation factor is what? 3 power 1. 3 power 1 is the cancellation factor, where you cancelled here, hence that is the reason. So 1 into 3 power 1, which is equal to 3, then the remainder would be what? 3 is the remainder. I hope you have got it. The steps you have understood based on what? Cancellation factor. Let's see the next question, guys. This is your 2023 question. Please try to apply the logic which we have solved in the previous questions. I hope you have understood. Please ensure that these topics has to be clear, because every alternative years there has been a question on remainder theorem. I am very sorry for the slight delay with your classes. Last 2 weeks my health was not well, and I had few other things also. From today there will be continuous weekly classes and weekly assignments will be given, and there will be tests on Sunday. I'll ensure that you will be qualifying 2026 CSAT. That's my assurance from my side. Okay. Yes. I hope this is 2023 question. You will be able to solve this question. First, what is supposed to do? 2 power 192 divided by 6. First, since it's 6, since it's not a prime number, try to cancel it. Will you be able to cancel it? Yes, you will be able to cancel it. How? Look here. 2 power 192 divided by 6. 6 can be written as 3 into 2. Yes, guys? Yes. So now 2 power 192 means 2 power 192 here 1 2. That is cancels. That is 2 power 191. Exponent. Law of exponents. A to the power of m divided by a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m minus n. That is any of the number. 2 power 5 divided by 2 power 3 means 2 power 5 minus 3 is 2 power 2. I hope you know all these things. Yes. Yes. Now 2 power 191 divided by 3. Now this 2 power 191 can be written as what? 3. That is, for the denominator you are supposed to write plus or minus 1. So here the cancellation factor is what? You are not supposed to forget this cancellation factor. UPSC tends to make this mistake and you will forget that cancellation factor, and if you get a reminder you will be putting that, then you will get a wrong answer. Sir, can we do it in cyclicity method? Yes, I agree with the method of cyclicity, but for few questions you will be not able to solve. So hence please try to ensure that you will learn this remainder theorem. It's very easy concept. After watching the first video and this video, any of the questions based on remainder theorem from any of the examination up to UPSC and CAT and CDS, all 3 examinations, PYQs, you will be able to answer, guys. So now 2 power 191 divided by 3. Now what 3 can be written as, the numerator can be written as how? That is 3 minus 1 whole power 191 by 3. Look here. Now 3 minus 1 whole power 191 means the remainder is 1 power minus 1 power 191. Now minus 1 to the power of 191 is odd. Hence the remainder would be minus 1 itself. Now apply the remainder theorem logic properly. Can there be negative remainder? No. You need to practice 3 to 4 times and attend the tests. Okay, then only you will be able to solve. Now here it will be negative. Now what is supposed to do? You are supposed to add the divisor, that is plus 3. The previous rule which you have done already. What is the remainder? 2 is the remainder. When you divide 2 power 191 by 3, but you have cancelled the number, that is, what is the cancellation factor? 2. Now that cancellation factor has to be multiplied to this remainder, that is 2 2s are 4. What is the remainder? Option D, that is 4 is the remainder. I hope you have understood. Okay, guys? Yes. Watch it properly, reduce the speed, and later you can watch it twice or thrice. The classes access will be for the entire year long, that is up till your prelims, till you qualify prelims. I'll give you the access, but my only request is please do practice, and I want you to qualify CSAT. That's it. Going for the next question, that is 3 power 2009 is divided by 10. Then what is the remainder? This was asked in 2021. Now 3 power 2019 divided by 10. Look here. You should be very smart enough. What smart enough? If you break down this 10, will you be able to cancel with the 3? You will be not able to cancel with the 3. Hence what you're supposed to do, you regularly you can apply the remainder theorem logic. Can you write 3, the numerator, 10 plus or minus 1? Yes. How? 3 can be written as 3 square. What is 3 square? 9. 9 is what? 10 minus 1. Hence I can write. Now 3 square whole power 2019, if you divide it by 2, I think you have got it, 1000, that is 9. 1009 into 2 is 2018, but another 3 will be there. So into 3 power 1. I have just splitted this 3 power 2019 into 3 square whole power 1009 into 3 power 1. How, sir? See here, 2 power 5 can be written as this 5. If you write 2 power 2 whole power 2 2s are 4, but here 5 is there. One more I need, 2 power 1. Rule of exponents, if I have not understood, I will teach you once again with the basics. We'll have a Zoom session. You can just leave a message to the number which is scrolling. Okay. 3 square whole power 1009 into 3 power 1 divided by what? 10. Look here. Now, this 3 square is what? 9. 9 can be written as what? 10 minus 1. You should be calculating as fast as it is possible. Minus 1 power 1009 is negative. Hence, the remainder is minus 1. You should be able to calculate in the mind itself. For your sake, I am just writing completely elaborately. I'll write 3 square is 9 whole power 1009 into 3 power 1 divided by 10. Now, look here. 9 means 10 minus 1. That is 10 minus 1 whole power 1009 into 3 power 1 divided by 10. Minus 1 whole power 1009 is minus 1. The remainder is what? Minus 1 into 3 divided by 10. Now, minus 1 into 3 is you are just multiplying. 3 into minus 1 is minus 3 by 10. Can there be negative remainder? No, there can't be negative remainder. If you get negative remainder, what you are supposed to do? You are supposed to add the divisor. That is minus 3 plus 10, which is equal to plus 7 is the remainder. That is option C would be the correct answer. I think you have got it. Sir, you were teaching with the cancellation factor. Suddenly I have gone through the another question which is not of the cancellation factor. You have understood the cancellation factor. We have solved 2 questions and we are solving all the PYQs based on remainder theorem, and just by changing the numbers you will get questions based on these topics. Okay, if you are able to solve this later in the HCF, LCM, all these things, you will be able to qualify CSAT. No need to worry. I hope I have understood. Let's go to the next question. 2 to the 27 to the power of 100, 28 to the power of 4, 40 to the power of 3, 43 square. This was asked in your CDS examination. Okay, look here now. See how fast I am doing. 27 to the power of 100 into 28 to the power of 4 into 42 to the power of 3 into 43 to the power of 2 whole divided by 13. Okay, look here. How fast I am doing. 27 is 26 plus 1. Previous rules which I have learnt in the previous video, you are supposed to apply it. 1 to the power of 100 is the remainder. 1 to the power of 100 is the remainder. Watch it properly and carefully and you solve. This 27 is 26 plus 1 whole power 100. So hence I am writing this is 1 to the power of 100 is the remainder into 28 to the power of 4 can be written as in terms of 13. In terms of 13, that is 26 plus 2. Hence 2 to the power of 4 is the remainder into, I think you are getting 42. 13 3s are 39. That is 4. That is 42 to the power of 3, 13. If this was the case in the problem, what we would have done, this 42 should be written as 39 plus 3 whole to the power of 3 divided by 13. Now 39 is completely divisible. For this 3, what you are supposed to do, 3 to the power of 3 would be the remainder. That is 27 is the remainder. Now again you will divide 27 by 13. 1 would be the remainder. That's how you solve, but it's okay. Fine. Look here now. Okay. 2 to the power of 4. Here, this is 3 to the power of 3 into, here what would be the remainder? 4 square is the remainder, whole divided by 13. 1 to the power of 100 remainder is 1 into 2 square is 16 into 3 to the power of 3 is 27 into 4 square is 16 divided by 13. That's how you do. The first problem which you are doing now, that is 1 into, when you divide 16 by 13, what is the remainder? 16 by 13. What is the remainder? 3 is the remainder. Sir, how to solve? 16 will be divided by 13. 13 ones are what? 13. What is the remainder? 3 is the remainder. Sir, how to apply the remainder theorem? Look here. 16 can be written as 13 plus 3 divided by 13. 13 cancels. What is the remainder? 3 is the remainder. That's how you are writing the numerator, right? In the remainder theorem. Yes. Now 1 into 16 remainder is 3 into 27 remainder is 26 plus 1, that is 1 into again 3 divided by what? 13. 3 3s are 9. When you divide 9 by 13, then the remainder is what? Remainder is 9 itself. Sir, directly I am finding out the reminders. I am not solving. That is, this is not 9 by 13. I am not solving. Just I am writing what? Reminders I am writing. What is the remainder? When you divide 9 by 13, 9 is the remainder. You cannot divide 9 divided by 13. 13 zeros are 0. What is the remainder? 9 is the remainder. So that is option A would be the correct answer. I hope you have understood based on cancellation factor and basics of remainder theorem. Both we are combining and learning. Don't be apprehensive of these questions. These are very easy questions. Practice for 3 or 4 times. Give yourself time. At least 2 days, 2 hours. 2 days, 2 hours. That is 4 hours. Same questions you practice. In the group, I'll post you few more questions of the same kind, and let's have a test on this Sunday based on remainder theorem. I'll give you 10 questions of all these types of questions based on CAT and previous year questions also. You should be able to solve 10 out of 10, all the questions. Okay. This Sunday, there will be a test based on remainder theorem. I hope you have understood. This is 2023 question. Guys, if you are seeing in 2023, there are 2 questions based on remainder theorem. 2022, there was 1 question. 2020, there was 1 question. 2019 was also, there was 1 question. If you have understood this, if you are not making the mistakes, it's plus 2.5. Okay. If you add your negative thing, that is, if you add the negative marks also, you'll get 3.2 marks. Look here now. What is the remainder when the entire thing, when you get these kind of problems? That is 85 into 87 into 89 into 91 into 95 into 96 whole divided by 100. Take this for granted. It's not granted. You have to get the thought that if the numerator and the denominator is there, you are finding the remainder. But while you are supposed to write 85 can be written as 100 minus 15. 15 is the remainder. Again, multiplication. It's take a lengthy method. If you get a bigger number in the denominator, use cancellation factor method. To use cancellation factor method, what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to cancel it. First cancel, and later let's see what will be the factor. So it will go by 5. 5 20s are 100. 5 1s are 5. 45. 5 9s are 45. That is 19 5s are 95. Yes, right? Yes. Will it go by any other number? Yes. Again, it will go by 5 itself. 5 1s are 5. 35. 5 7s are 35. That is 5 17s are 85. 5 4s are. The cancellation factor is what? Here again 5. Here 5. The cancellation factor is 25 is the cancellation factor. You should be able to analyze it. 25 is the cancellation factor because here you are cancelled by 5. Here you are cancelled by 5. Sir, 5 plus 5 10. No. You are cancelling it by what? 25, because 85 into 95 you can multiply, and later if you cancel. 4. Will it go by 4? Yes. 4 1s are 4 2s are 8. 1 is the remainder 16. 4 4s are 16. The whole number, whatever the number is divided by what? It's divided by 1. It's divided by 1. Any number, if you divide by 1, what is the remainder? You have to tell me now. What is the remainder when you divide any number by 1? Any number by 1, if you divide a divided by 1, what is the remainder? Remainder is 0. 1 0 8 0 5 6. What is divided by 1? Completely it will be cancelled. Remainder is what? 0. That is the entire number divided by 1. The remainder is what? 0. But look here, look here. What you are supposed to do, if you are getting 1 2 3 4, whatever the number if you had got, what you are doing? You are supposed to multiply the cancellation factor. What? Here 5, here 5, 25, here 4. That is the entire 100 ones are, it has cancelled by 100 itself. You are supposed to multiply 0 into 100. So 0 into 100 is 0. Follow the steps before you are pro in solving these things. I hope you have got it. I hope you are getting the confidence also. I am sorry for the slight delay for the classes. Next question, guys. 2022 question. Tell me the answer for this. Tell me the answer for this. 91 into 92 into 93 into 94 into 95 into 96 into 97 into 98 into 99 whole divided by 1261. What is supposed to do? Since 1261 a larger number, you are supposed to cancel it. Okay. Now 1 2 6 1. Cancel it. So first find the factors of 1 2 6 1. Later you will get to know how to cancel it. Will it go? That is, try to cancel it by prime numbers first. Will it go by 2? No. 3. Check the divisibility of 3. In the divisibility rule, I'll teach you all the divisibility checks of all the numbers. Add this. I hope audio is fine. Yeah. 6 plus 1, 7. 7 plus 3, 10. That is, add all the digits. Is 10 divisible by 3? No. Since 10 is not divisible by 3, 1 2 6 1 is also not divisible by 3. Then try with 5. Obviously, it's not divisible by 5. Try with 7. 7, I'll give you a code. It's not divisible by 7. Okay. I will check the divisibility rule later. It's not divisible by 7. Later, the next prime number is 11. 1s are 16, 51. It's not divisible by 11 also. Try with 13. I hope it will go by 13. It has to go by 13. 13 9s are 100. 39 is 117. Here 9, 91. 13 7s are 91. That is 13 into 97. From 1 to 100, you should be knowing all the prime numbers. We shall go into the number system. We shall see what are prime numbers, odd numbers, even numbers, all those things. First, we shall finish this remainder theorem. Okay. So 97 is a prime number. That means this 1261 can be written as, I am writing here itself, 13 into 97, product of two prime numbers. 13 is also a prime number, 97 is also a prime number. Let's see whether it will be cancelled or not. 97 ones are 97 ones are cancels. Yes. 13 ones are 13 sevens are 91. Here the cancellation factor is 1261 itself. Entire 1261 will be cancelled by the numerator. What is the denominator now? 1. If you divide any number by 1, what is the remainder? 0 is the remainder. Remainder is what? 0. The cancellation factor is 1261 itself. Multiply this 1261. So the remainder is what? 0. Option D is the correct answer. As it is the question, just they have changed the number from 2022 to 2023. Okay, one more question, that is 2020 question based on cancellation factor. That is 51 into 27 into 35 into 62 into 75 divided by what? 100. See guys, 100 is a big number. Since 100 is a big number, we will be not able to in the sense it will be very difficult to find the apply the remainder theorem. So first what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to do the cancellation factor. That is, you are supposed to cancel. From which number shall I cancel? 25 3s are 75, 25 4s are 100. The cancellation, first cancellation factor is what? 25 is the cancellation factor. Look here now. Will it go by any other number? Yes, again it will go. That is, all these are odd numbers. So 4 you cannot divide by, cancel by 4. So obviously 2 2s are 2 3s are 6, 2 1s are. Another cancellation factor is 2. That is, the entire cancellation factor is 50 is the cancellation factor. 50 is the cancellation factor. I hope I have understood, guys. Yes. Since 50 is the cancellation factor, rewrite this now. Now apply the remainder theorem. Sir, 51 divided by 2, what's the remainder? If you divide 51 by 2, the remainder is 1. If you divide any number by 2, the remainder can be 0 or 1. If it is an odd number, the remainder will be 1. How to write? 51 can be written as 50 plus 1 divided by 2, the remainder is 1. Yes guys, if you have liked the video, please do. If you have understood, please do like it. Okay, now what is the cancellation factor? 50 is the cancellation factor. I hope 51 divided by 2, the remainder is 1. Here is the remainder is 1. 27 the remainder is 1. 35 the remainder is 1. 31 the remainder is 1. 3 the remainder is 1. When you divide by 2, multiply everything, that is 1. 1 into 1 into 1 into 1 into 1. 1 divided by 2, remainder is 1. But look here, you are not supposed to get confused here. 1 is optionally ant helidre, if you put 1, then gone. If you put 25, gone. If you put 5, then also it's wrong. Cancellation factor is supposed to break it into prime number, smallest number, then it will be easier to apply the remainder theorem. What is the cancellation factor here? 50. Now this cancellation factor, what you're supposed to do? Apply the same logic which you applied in the previous problem. Now for this one, you will multiply this 50, that is 50 into 1 is what? 50. Then the remainder is what? 50. Yes guys, I hope you have understood to apply the remainder theorem through the cancellation factor. That completes your remainder theorem. In the next video, we will be dealing with the HCF and LCM. Any questions based on HCF and LCM, you will be able to solve. And I'll ensure that in the number system, you are getting 4 or 5 questions every year since 2021. Out of this, that is easy questions. These are 5 are easy questions. In 2023, based on probability and number system, there were 25 questions. But 5 questions will be easy. How many questions you are supposed to attend? 45 questions you are supposed to attend. How many questions you are supposed to make it correct? 36 to 37. Out of these 5 questions based on number system, I'll ensure that you will be able to solve any question, whatever the difficulty level is, based on remainder theorem. Understand these things, apply for the other questions, any of the test series questions, any questions. If you apply the same logic, same concept, you will be able to solve based on remainder theorem. If you have not understood, please send the if you won't get the solution for any of the questions, you can send the questions for the number which is scrolling below. That's it for the day, guys. Thank you. We'll meet in the next video. Immediately we will get a class. So that is based on HCF and LCM. Thank you.